Hey everybody, this is Roberto, and in today's video, I'm going to talk to you about YouTube monetization, and I'm going to answer your basic questions about it. I'm going to talk about how you actually monetize your YouTube channel using AdSense, when you can expect to be paid, and how monetization and ads on YouTube actually make you money. So let's go ahead and jump right in. You already heard me mention Google AdSense. Google AdSense is the advertising platform that YouTube takes advantage of. So the way you make money is by signing up for a Google AdSense account. You can do that at google.com/AdSense, or you can go to adsense.com. There'll be links to these in the description below so that you can go ahead and sign up an account if you haven't done that already. Once you've signed up and qualified for an account in Google AdSense, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to specify how you want to be paid. There are two options you can choose from. You can have a physical check mailed to you at your address, or you can have a direct deposit wired to you via bank. The second method is the method I use because it's instant and it's easier for me to keep track of. Once you've set up a Google AdSense account, you'll need to link it to your YouTube channel. The easiest way to do this is if you're using the same Gmail address for Google AdSense that you are for YouTube. In the case that you're not doing that, or you have multiple YouTube accounts, there's a convenient option in your YouTube channel advanced settings for you to go ahead and plug in your AdSense number, your tracking ID number, and you can link your accounts that way. So if you have multiple YouTube accounts under different email addresses, you can take care of it that way, so on and so forth. Once you've done that, you'll need to monetize your videos. There's a couple of ways you can do this. If you already have existing video content, if you go to the Videos tab in YouTube, you can click on this gray icon that has a $sign, and you will get monetization options, assuming that your video qualifies for monetization. For your video to qualify for monetization, it needs to be original content, and you need to own copyright to all the material, or it needs to be fair use, Creative Commons, what have you. It needs to be something where you're not infringing on the copyright of another person. The easiest way to avoid copyright infringement and strikes that can affect your ability to make money on YouTube is just to use completely original content. Another way to go ahead and monetize your videos is you can go into the edit and info settings of any video that you have, and then you can click on the tab for monetization options, and you can choose from all kinds of different choices just depending on the status of your account and the length of your videos. You might be able to do pre-roll ads that are not skippable. You might be able to do skippable ones. You might be able to do display advertising, overlay advertising. The more options that you select, the more chances a video has to make you money. Again, remember, for your videos to be able to be monetized, your account with YouTube has to be in good standing, as does your AdSense account. In your options for your channel, you can see what features are available to you and whether your channel is in good standing or not. So now you know how to monetize your videos in YouTube. The big question, when do you get paid and how much? So the way that YouTube does its payouts is through a threshold. You have to make a minimum of $100 before a billing period. So what happens is if you were doing videos for December, for example, you won't get paid for those until January 15th when it checks the cycle to see have you hit the $100 or more mark. And if you've hit that by January 15th, then YouTube will issue a payout for you and you will get that $100 at that point. If you haven't, then you don't get it until you do hit that in the next cycle, which they will check again on the 15th of the month, and then you'll get payment within about a week of that. I usually get mine around the 21st. So once you hit $100 worth of ad revenue after YouTube has taken their money off of the top for the advertisements that are on your channel, then you'll either get that direct deposit or you'll get that physical check. If you have a deal with a multi-channel network, things might work a little differently for you. They might have a different pay cycle, and the requirements may be different for a payout. So you just have to worry about whatever the individual agreement with your channel network partner is. You can see how much money your videos are making with YouTube's money already taken out in your analytics panel under estimated earnings. Remember that these are estimates, so the final earnings might be a little different here or there, but they're usually pretty accurate. Finally, let's talk about how YouTube monetization and advertising actually earns you money. So we talked about the fact that there are pre-roll video ads and mid-roll video ads if you have a longer video, and post-roll video ads that either play at the beginning, middle, or end of your videos just depending on their length. These are the type of advertisements that have the most money payout associated with them, and so they're the best option in terms of monetizing your YouTube videos, but they're not the only ones. Keep in mind that ads that have the skippable portion at the beginning of the video, you will not be paid for those ads unless someone chooses not to skip them. So if people are skipping those ads just because you got views, doesn't mean that you'll be paid for those. Those are referred to as true view ads. Keep in mind also that if people aren't skipping those advertisements, that the payout for them tends to be a little better because that means that the audience is more invested and relates to that advertisement. On your video watch page, you may have noticed some banner advertisement displays to the right-hand side. These are display advertisements that are appearing alongside your videos, and you do get paid for these when people do click on them, and you get paid in what's called CPM, cost per mil, which means that you get paid a certain amount per every 1,000 impressions. So the more video views that you get that result in these ads displaying, the more money you're gonna make. Granted, that might be pennies on the dollar, but if you're getting thousands upon thousands of views, it will add up, especially if this is across multiple videos. Another form of display advertisement that appears in your YouTube videos is overlay advertisements, which are the little banner ads that appear in the lower thirds of a video, roughly within the first 15 to 30 seconds. These video ads work very similarly to the display ads we already talked about, except they appear in your video. These probably yield a little more overall ad revenue than the display ads that appear on the side. And of course, if people click on them and engage with them and buy products, then there's obviously a higher payout. You also still get CPM, cost per mil impressions with these as well. So again, the more views your video gets overall, the more money this makes you. So let's talk about how much money you can expect to make off of your YouTube videos. The average YouTuber between all of their monetization efforts usually makes between $2 to $5 per 1,000 views on a particular video. That is the overall average. That is by no means an exact number that applies to all YouTubers across the board. I, for example, do significantly better than that, and it may be because I'm part of a multi-channel network. It also could be because of the type of ads that my particular content pulls. Again, multi-channel network partners, which I will cover in another video, tend to do better on the advertising because they get a few more options. They have the ability for their networks to negotiate on their behalf and broker advertisements directly, as well as brand and sponsor deals. So this could mean that they're making more in YouTube, even beyond what they're making through the AdSense revenue in terms of those additional deals. So again, I will cover that in a whole nother video, and you should also consider watching my video on how to get YouTube sponsors if that's something you're interested in order to add additional revenue on top of what you're making through AdSense and display advertising. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it cleared up a lot of your questions about YouTube monetization and how it works. If you still have questions about YouTube monetizations and how AdSense and those things all work, definitely let me know in the comment section below. I'll be happy to take on those questions. Also, feel free to contact me on Twitter at Roberto Blake and throw your questions out there. Just use hashtag #CreateAwesome and hashtag YouTube so I know what we're talking about. Anyway, like this video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. Check out the other awesome content on the channel. As always, you guys, thanks so much for watching. And don't forget, create something awesome today.